Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and I have a package to open. It's been a little bit of a long day. Tomorrow's my daughter's birthday, so we're gonna have some IBC cream soda while we go ahead and get this unboxed. I should say unpouched, I suppose. So this is a new belt, and it fits within the realm of gear and EDC stuff. I happen to wear a belt just about every single day. I don't know, even when I'm in shorts, I find I wear belts. It's important to me to have a belt that I really like, and recently I just kind of decided I wanted to step up my belt game a little bit, because the belt that I'd been wearing almost every day I've had now for like 10 years, and it's getting kind of beat up, and like I wear it hiking and everything, so it's a leather belt, but it gets real sweaty and kind of gross, and so it's just going to be my hiking belt now. And this is going to be my new kind of daily nicer belt, and it's pretty cool. So I've never had like a custom belt before, but this is from Bweiss Leather, who also made like my shop mat that I have, and I've got one of his wallets too. Really cool guy. He's in the Millie Club. That's where I kind of got to know him. But he does these custom belts, and he had just put up a post in his stories saying that he wanted to make some green ones, and he was offering a little bit of a discount, because I don't know whether it's a new thing for him or he's trying a different type of leather or what. Anyways, he makes belts a lot, but he was doing some kind of little sale through his Instagram stories. So I hit him up and I was like, I will take one. And he responded and was like, what size are you? And I was like, I have a 32-inch waist. And he was like, no, like how many inches is your waist? And I was like, isn't it 32? Turns out I've been wearing size 32 pants since high school. And I thought that meant that my waist was 32 inches, which seems kind of small now that I think about it and now that I know this. But apparently my waist is like a little over 37 inches, and 32 is just like a vanity number that they use for pants. Anyway, in here, there's one of his stickers, Bweiss Leather. And here is the belt, which looks really sweet already. So he puts his holes really close together, which I like. I find that far too often on my belts, I'm just like right between holes, like in terms of what's comfortable. It's either like a little too loose or a little too tight, and these are like half as far apart as the other belts that I've had. And it should fit really, really well, because I gave him the exact measurement of my waist, and he did it based off of that. He even marked it. Yeah, so 37.25 is the size for this one, and it's like tailored to me basically from me giving him my measurements. This is really, really nice. So the outside of it is like this, obviously kind of a deep, that's not working at all, is it? It's like this deep olive green, which I'm very much into. Olive drab, I really like this as a color. I wear a lot of this color already, and it's got really nice brass, I don't know, fixtures. What do you call this? The rivets are brass, and they're kind of hammered on this side. I don't know if you can see that. They're like hammered on this side, pushed through on that side. This is really, really cool. Stamped made in the USA and everything. He custom makes these, and I forget where he's out of. Does it say on here? Colorado. Yeah, so not too far. Not all the way across the country. But yeah, so I'm really, really excited to give this a try. This is also thicker and a little bigger than like my daily wear belt, but it's not quite as like thick and robust as like I've got some like actual EDC, like concealed carry belts that are like much more rigid. This is kind of a happy medium where it's got some kind of structure to it. Can I get this to focus without blocking my face? I don't know. This is a hard thing to video. Anyway, it's got a little bit of structure, but it's not like totally reinforced either. It's just thick, good leather, and it looks really, really good. I like this a lot. Kind of do a makeshift latching on here. It's hard to do not on my body. There we go. Look at that. So that is kind of what my waist will look like now, which is much better than the belt I have been wearing. It's cool. He even puts, I guess that's like a maple leaf on there. Maybe that's his maker's mark on these. I don't know. I really like his work, by the way. I'm friends with a couple of people who do leather work at this point, and there's a lot of it kind of in the EDC world, which is great. I like the craft. I appreciate it when people are good at it. I'm not an expert at it at all, but Brandon Bweiss Leather is like really remarkably talented, not just from the pieces that I see on his feed. Like he even dabbles in like making shoes and stuff. It's crazy. Full on bags, like really out there stuff. But the couple things of his that I own, I have like a slim wallet that I keep my kind of backup cards in. If I ever know I'm going somewhere where I'm going to use like one of my atypical credit cards, then I can bring that slimmer wallet. And then I've got obviously the work mat that he made. And yeah, now I have this as well. So my collection of Bweiss leather goods is growing. But this is really sweet. I also like the way that the brass contrasts with the green. Super smooth too. All the edges are really nice. Yeah, you can tell that this guy knows what he's doing. So anyway, it's not a knife, but I used a knife to open it, which oddly enough, this is kind of a match made in heaven, isn't it? These scales are from Oak City leather, but on my GMF one, they like kind of vibe with this. So maybe I'm gonna have to do some kind of glamour photo shoot with my belt and my knife. Probably not. Anyway, thanks guys for checking it out, and thanks as always to Bweiss for making really, really cool stuff. I'll link to his Instagram down below, and then I think he's got a site as well. I'll link to both so you can check him out if you haven't heard of him or seen his stuff before, or if you're in the market for a cool belt, because this is pretty ridiculously nice. I'm excited to start putting it through the paces and wearing it and see how it does. But thanks guys. I'll see you on the next one.